Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading. Start with mind the outfit. I'd love to say today is a comfort over style type day, but if I'm being real, it's kind of just my everyday get up. I'm working from home, so anyway, moving right along. Today's reading will be a love life pick a card reading, either what guidance or information on what to expect from this particular relationship or person. So we've got 4 piles, 1 through to 4. Pick a card and we'll get started to find out what it is that you need to know. Pile number 1. Alright, so from the get-go, I feel like you guys are quite torn at the moment. You know, you're a very strong and independent person naturally, and that's why we've got the overall Empress card here. But I feel like the situation that you're in, you want a resolution to it now so you can move forward, whether that be with the person or apart. But you just need to wait a little bit. We've got both wait and peaceful resolution. And it's actually kind of funny that the cards do come out together because that is the overall message that I'm getting from Spirit as well. I feel like the overall energy that is just going around right now with both Gemini season and the eclipses and Mercury heading into retrograde, things just start to be communicated differently than what perhaps we would, when the planets are behaving nicely. And so right now, you are being asked to just focus on self-love. So we've got the self-love card here, but also the bodies of water card. So I feel like you are someone who is naturally drawn to the ocean and you just really feel that connectedness and peace at the beach or whatever waterfront that you do like to go to. I feel like though this whole situation has been put in your relationship as an overall learning curve. This is your time to go within and focus on the fact that, maybe you have lost yourself a little bit in this relationship or within this connection, and that it is time to find yourself getting back into your own spiritual alignment. Now, you are being asked to actually listen to the other person and not just assume that you know what they're going to do and say. Now, I am getting 2 separate messages. I feel like half of you need to listen to your significant person, whereas other people who have lost themselves and their way a little bit, and I feel like you'll know which group you're in. Like if you're feeling particularly uncentered and just lost overall, listen to those people around you, your family and your friends and the people who you trust to know what's best for you. Don't take their opinions and views too close to your heart because ultimately you do know what's best for you. But when you have lost yourself a little bit, I feel like that's what's going to be of the most benefit to you. So unfortunately, this is still going to continue to happen for the next few weeks. You aren't going to have a clear way on how to move forward just yet, but just keep waiting because the resolution is coming. This is all serving as an overall learning experience for you, so just trust it. I feel like you can expect a resolution within 2 to 3 weeks of whenever you're watching this, and that will be where you've either gotten your closure and knowing that it's time to walk away, or you're both going to find a way to be able to communicate effectively and make sure you're on that same page. So just focus on nourishing your soul for the time being, and the rest will work itself out. Pile number 2. What is going on? I feel like with this release your ex, I feel like a lot of you have either recently come out of a long-term relationship or marriage, or maybe that was a while ago, but this is your time of trying to get yourself back out there and see what's happening. But you were you were damaged and you were hurt after that last relationship, and that's perfectly okay, but you do need to release that pain before you start getting out there too much, because otherwise you're going to find that the behavioral problems that you experienced in that last relationship, you'll start finding its way slowly into this one, because you're going to be expecting it. You're going to have 6 cement walls put up around you, and it's just going to cause issues, because your partner or new partner, when they do come along, they're not going to be able to, like, you're not going to let them in enough, because you are going to be anticipating what's happened in the past. So release that and really keep an open mind. I feel like if you are single at the moment and stuff like that, the next partnership that you are going to have, it's going to be very different from anything that you had expected previously, whether that be what you had previously deemed as attractive or whatever it is. This person's not going to be what you would typically go for. For those of you who are already in a relationship or have a specific, particular person on your mind, I feel like their overall, what you are wanting and what your expectations are, they're not necessarily going to be met. Whilst the other person is going to be doing their absolute best, you've got to really keep an open mind around what they're going to be doing and how they display love. Now, this card here talks about letting go of your fear and know you are safe and protected at all times. And I feel like it does tie in with the other message around making sure you are entirely releasing the previous person that you were with, whether that be an ex or it was just a really negative experience in terms of your love life. You need to let it go and start focusing and going forward. So trust that you have learned enough from these previous experiences to be able to really navigate and work on the fact that, yes, I'm not going to make this mistake again. You know, these are some of the behaviours that, you know, I let slide to start with and I shouldn't because they were cheating or whatever it was that you were doing. But that's all happened to you for a purpose, to learn from it. So you've learned your lesson, and that's why within the next few months, you are going to have that experience again to find someone new, but it is up to you in terms of how it's going to go. So really trust on the fact that the universe knows what it's doing, and they're going to be putting these people on your path that is good for you, but not necessarily what you expect. And it's up to you with what you do with that. You know, if you are feeling so damaged from your ex-partner, I feel like a lot of you have had children with this particular person that it's overall referring to, and that person wasn't very nice a lot of the time. And I'm really picking up on that, and it's sad that you were so hurt, but you know, you can't expect that every person is going to treat you that way. The next person is going to see you like an absolute queen. And you have to just trust that, you know, really go into it with an open up mind. So yeah, look forward to it, pile 2, because this is going to be good for you and it's really going to challenge you to grow and move forward. So that's good. Pile number 3. Okay. The energy here feels quite chaotic, I'm not going to lie. So let's go through this one together. I feel like there either is currently or will soon be an overall love offer. But quite similar energy to pile number 2. I feel like you have been hurt in the past and you are going to start putting up those walls initially. Like, overall, there's just a feeling of off balance with you. And that's also what the mountain goat is actually referring to as well. So, although you are going to get given this opportunity and you are going to feel these romantic feelings, and as a whole, it is going to feel like you are in a honeymoon phase, you need to still work on grounding yourself, because otherwise you know, this has good potential, but if you allow yourself to get caught up in everything, you're not going to be able to navigate this situation wisely. Now, this no card is quite interesting. I'm getting quite a few messages around this. But the main one being, no, it's not going to be like as you thought it would be. Whether that be, again, you know, concerns about lingering to an ex-partner or whatever it is, the answer to your initial question is no. So ask your angels or spirit guides or work on manifesting whatever it is that you do to find that overall spiritual peace, because there is going to be another opportunity coming in, but I feel like it is a little while away still. So I feel like it's kind of you who've asked, like, asking around, will this relationship work or whatever it is like that. And, you know, you've been trying to manifest a particular person for a while, but you've got this person and you're like, I don't know if this is what I was really manifesting. You know, this level of treatment's not up to my standards. Keep your faith and hold down what you are worth. Because if you start allowing yourself to be treated not negatively, but less than what you deserve, then that's just going to set the entire tone to not really work out in your favor. Let's be real here. Focus on your own inner peace. Like, you're the little guy playing the flute, you know, like, just focus on you. You can have people speculating and passing their judgments, but don't worry about it. Just play your flute, hang out with your cats or dogs, you know. Focus on vibing for you. And within the next couple of weeks or months, there is going to be either new person who is going to meet those, like, your desires and expectations and all of that, who you will have those feelings with and you will feel like you're in the honeymoon phase with, or current relationships or marriages. Just see out this little rough patch, because that honeymoon phase and that initial love is coming back, but you do have to focus on grounding yourself and finding your inner balance and just vibe with your flute and your cats, you know. So yeah, I hope that clears it up for you. I know it probably doesn't because it's overall a murky situation, but just take it one day at a time, because I feel like there are two people in the life, for singles particularly. One of them is available at the moment or showing you the potential to get those things that you're wanting. But ultimately, you guys know it's not right for you, so just trust that. Lucky last, number 4. Okay, look for a sign. Take action. Alright, number 4. I feel like if you're asking if this person is right for you or any of those sorts of questions around a particular person, the answer is yes and no. So for a portion of you, there are some red flags. Pay attention to them. That's your sign that you're looking for. And get out of there while you still can, because the true love, it is coming, and it is coming in fast. So make sure you're getting rid of the people who, you know, that's not right for you. But for the majority, I feel like if you have recently met this person, there is just an overall different level of connection, whether that be that they have previously had a situation similar to you and they understand that overall trauma that you experienced. That's going to be the overall, like, inner strengthening of this bond. So trust it, you know, it's good. Like, I know there was a lot of pain and almost grief to an extent for this pile, but you know, everything does happen for a reason, and it does feel like you are going to get that happiness again, but you have to have faith and you have to take action when the opportunity presents itself. Now, there is an overall almost off balance that I'm picking up on, and I feel like it is still from the previous loss that you've had of that person. Now, I don't feel like it's necessarily romantically. I mean, for some of you it could be, but you've either lost your person that you would confide in about this overall situation. So you are being asked to take time out and create that sacred space for yourself so that you can find those answers within that you would often seek from another person. Now, don't be too vocal about what your expectations are. I mean, like, communicate it so that the poor person can, try and get up on your level, but pay attention to the situation around you, because there is something to be wary of. Obviously, because it is a general reading, like, I can't go in depth, but just be wary. But overall, you are the High Priestess. For girls, you are the High Priestess, and that's why this energy is so strong. And for men, I feel like the High Priestess is going to be what your next person is. Or if it was that situation where you have been mourning that particular person, you feel like they were the High Priestess, but there is somebody else coming. So have faith, trust your overall own intuition, but make sure you do have that time to go within, because that time of going within and reflecting on, okay, this person who I loved and has passed away, who I would confide in, what messages do they have for me? That will often come through to you when you are journaling or meditating or just taking that time out. So make sure you have that sacred space to have a minute and reflect. But overall, good things are coming. This is going to be a true love relationship that you receive next, or that you are currently in. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye!